So, PlayStation 5 portable battery life leak and launch timeframe update, and new great PlayStation 5 Pro price news, along with other price updates as well, and great sales news we're going to talk about. And if you can hit that like button on the video, thank you to those that do it, and as always, it's very much appreciated. First, yes or no, are you getting Starfield on PlayStation 5 or not? We've heard once again that this thing should be announced for PlayStation 5 this year, which makes sense considering how heavy Xbox has been pushing their releases on PlayStation 5 this year already, and there's still more to come. But are you guys interested in Starfield? So comment below yes or no if you're going to be getting Starfield on PlayStation 5 or not. Let me know down in the comments below. Now, diving into the first story of the video, new great PlayStation 5 Pro price news, along with other great price news as well. Reading from Push Square, two recent rumors from Deal Labs leaker Bill Kuhn have now merged into one, as the French poster has shared that the unexpected PlayStation 5 console bundle featuring the Microsoft-owned Call of Duty Black Ops 6 will be included in the Days of Play sale from Sony, which is rumored to start this week. Bill Kuhn reports the base PlayStation 5 console bundle containing Black Ops 6 will be available from Wednesday, 28th May, the same day all the Days of Play promotions are speculated to begin. They claim the base PlayStation 5 digital edition will cost €449, while the standard PlayStation 5 with a disc drive will cost €499. Even with a PlayStation 5 game included, the bundle still represents a €50 saving on the two systems, which the consoles shall return to outside the Days of Play sales. The annual promotion is set to last for 2 weeks this year. Along with this reported Call of Duty bundle, it's claimed Sony also has a £50 saving lined up for the PlayStation 5 Pro, a sale on PlayStation Plus memberships, discounts across its range of DualSense controllers, a small discount on the PlayStation VR 2 headset, and the usual PlayStation Store digital game sale. We'll bring you all the deals and offers once they're live later this week. So Days of Play is going live later this week on Wednesday, according to Bill Kuhn, and will continue up until June 11th. There will be discounts on PlayStation Plus up to 30% off, which are great sales, of course. The PlayStation 5 Slim disc and digital editions will be discounted by €100, which is a huge discount. PlayStation 5 will be discounted by €50. PlayStation VR 2 will be discounted by €50, which they already dropped the price by a lot earlier this year for PlayStation VR 2, and now it's going €50 cheaper, which I assume, again, all of these numbers I expect to be similar here in the West. In the United States, it's probably going to be, $50 off. In Canada, I hope it's obviously more because of, the price, the currency difference that we have here. So I expect it to be the number itself a bit higher here in Canada, just because, of course, with our monopoly money, they're really pushing to surpass PlayStation 4 sales numbers for the PlayStation 5. If they're continuing these deals, they're pushing these deals, and it's just very interesting to me that instead of increasing prices, once again, we're seeing them decrease prices. We're seeing discounts for the PlayStation 5, the Pro, which is a big one, and, we're seeing discounts across the board. I'm really curious if they're doing these deals here right now, what are we going to get this holiday? Will there be even bigger sales for these products? I'm really curious about that. Maybe the PS5 Pro gets $100 off this holiday, for example. That's just me throwing that out there. Of course, we're going to have to wait and see on that. As for the Days of Play, for me, I'm personally more focused on the game sales and what's going to be discounted there. Wednesday is right here, so not long to wait to see these deals pop up. And if you're enjoying the video so far, hit that subscribe button and join our growing community on our way to 150,000 subscribers. Now diving into the final story of the video, PlayStation 5 portable / PSP3 battery life and launch timeframe. So there are two things I want to go over here. Let's talk about the battery life first, and then we'll talk about the potential launch stuff afterwards. Reading from Game Rant, a recent patent publication reveals a new Sony hardware system that would make console performance adjustments to selectively implement various power modes, including a low power mode that would help to to maximize operating efficiency. According to a patent filed first on October 2024 and published on May 15th, 2025, Sony is working on a power mode hardware system that would automatically adjust video game frame rates and resolutions to optimize console performance. One of the key listed functionalities would be a low power mode that drops certain performance metrics in order to keep a console operating at peak efficiency. Current PlayStation video game consoles lack this functionality, so this patent may be a potential look at what Sony is preparing for the PlayStation 6. Of particular note, its listed inventor on the patent is Mark Cerny, who served as the lead architect for PlayStation Vita, PS4, PS5, and PS5 Pro. Taking a closer look at the Sony console power modes patent, audiences can see the various settings that could be adjusted to achieve the optimized efficiencies. Figures 5 through 10 show how brightness, frame rate, and power usage could be changed on a sliding scale. So for me, this doesn't seem like something for the next PlayStation console. It could be some type of SDK setup where developers will have the option to include this low power mode alongside the more traditional modes that we've already seen. I'm not seeing a concern from people to plug in their console in their home and for some reason they want to play on a lower power mode that forces them to play at a lower resolution, 30 FPS, just so they can conserve power and maybe reduce their electricity bill. I haven't really seen that out there, a real push for that. This to me sounds like something that would be introduced in a potential future PlayStation handheld where power would 100% be a concern. You're on the go, you see your battery levels are low, so you turn on this low power mode to conserve the battery of the console. Change brightness, go lower FPS, reduce resolution. That's what this sounds like to me. But putting the battery stuff to the side, let's talk about the launch. So a supposed insider by the name of Jukin Los Revi, I butchered that 100%, I'm pretty sure, has come out recently to talk about the launch and specs of the next PlayStation handheld. Here's what they stated over on Twitter. Sony is currently evaluating a new low-power gaming SoC project internally referred to as Jupiter. The chip is expected to be developed by AMD and fabricated using Samsung Foundry's SF2P node with mass production targeted for post-2028. The deal hasn't been finalized yet. It's still under review between Sony, Samsung, and AMD. So I'm not sure of this person's track record, but I'm waiting to hear what happens with Sony's chip fabrication situation. According to Kepler L2, as we know, Sony should be fabricating their next handheld first chip early next year. And if that's the case, it could be launching around the same time as the PlayStation 6 or maybe a bit later. This person here is saying post 2028. So 2029 and beyond is what they expect for the launch of the next PlayStation handheld, which is much later than what we expected and later than even when Microsoft is supposedly expected to launch their next handheld, which is 2027. This is all stuff, of course, that's getting updated as we progress, but I'll wait for more known leakers to state a post-2028 launch before I go with that. If the PlayStation 6 SoC first fabrication goes down later this year, then Sony's on track to launch the PlayStation 6 sometime in late 2027, and the PlayStation Portable 3 could launch with it or sometime in 2028, especially if the first chip fabrication for that happens early next year. Of course, let's see how this goes, but you guys let me know if you think the PSP3 is launching with the PlayStation 6 or later. Let me know down in the comments below, and if you guys did enjoy this video, please hit that like button, as it always helps, to subscribe if you're new. I got new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and now I'll check you guys out on the next one. And welcome back to the after show. This is the part of the video where we have a little fun down in the comments below. If you're old, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. For today's thing, what I want you guys to do is the body, obliterate, destroy, and overall harass the comment section with the season is almost here. We have the days of play coming up soon. We literally have, Summer Games Fest, I think 2 weeks away. I'm excited for all of that and all the reveals that we hopefully get this summer. If you are as well, destroy the comment section with the season is almost here, and I'll definitely heart those comments like I always do because I appreciate everybody who stays to the end of my videos. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one.